Some of you who are eagle-eyed and following me on all platforms will have noticed some changes here and there, and I'm really contemplating what to do with the podcast at the moment. That doesn't mean that I'm shutting the podcast down, far from it. We want to play with the format a little bit, and I say we because this does involve my Bondathon stalwarts and partners in crime, John Evans and Alex Hansford. We want to do more, basically, but we want to do more kind of fun stuff. We did move house about 6 months ago. It's been a huge change, new area. It's a house that we've been working on for quite some time. It's everything that we had aimed and dreamed and hoped for. That's been going on as well, and that's as well as a busy business. There's just felt like it's been a lot of change and a lot of turmoil the last 6 months. And that has affected the podcast as well. So generally speaking, we do the Bondathon episodes, as you know, once a month. And that is coming to an end because we've just gone through the Brosnan era. We're about to start Daniel Craig soon. So that'll just be 5 movies and then we're pretty much done until they start making more Bond movies again. Then obviously you have the creator entrepreneur episodes where I try to get a different guest on. And sorry, I'm walking the dogs right now. That's why I might sound a little bit out of breath, and more on that as well in a few minutes. But we also have the episodes where we have other business people on and we try to teach you stuff. And while those have been amazing, and I've made so many wonderful connections over the last few years, and also I've made many friends, and we've learned so much from a lot of the guests that we've had on those episodes. The time involved in scheduling, recording, people not showing up or having to rearrange, and I've certainly been guilty of that in the last few months with everything that's been going on in our lives. I've just decided to sort of call a halt to it. So we will still have those entrepreneur conversations, but I'm going to start reaching out to people who are either a bit more local or are within my network through Founders Club and beyond. So we'll figure that out over the summer, get some amazing guests scheduled in, and then we'll get those conversations rocking and rolling again from hopefully September onwards. So Tailoring Talk. So what are we doing? Well, I changed the name of the YouTube channel to Tailoring Talk. It was Roberto Rivilla London. I did change it to Tailoring Talk this morning. I need to create a new banner. The tagline for the YouTube channel now is the Tailoring Talk magazine. And I think magazine is the key word. You know, a magazine, you pick it up, it's got a general sort of theme, and then it's got different articles about different things. You don't always read all of the magazine. You kind of just browse through it and read the stuff that interests you. And that's what the podcast has always been like, you know. It's never been episodic. It's never been, you must listen to every single episode. It's always intended to be, I'm going to do a variety of stuff and have a variety of conversations with a variety of different people. You're all different. You've all got different things going on in your lives and different goals and hopes and dreams. Have a look. See what we're offering each week or each episode. If it's something that's either interesting to you or that you think might help you with whatever it is that you're doing in life right now, great, listen to it. Join in the conversation. Hopefully you'll get lots of benefit. And if it's something that doesn't interest you, I'm not into AI, I don't care about iPads, I don't care about franchising, I don't care about starting my own business. Burnout? What's burnout? I've never experienced burnout in my life. I don't care about that. You don't need to listen to any of that. And I think actually telling people that it's in a magazine format will really help. because I do get a lot of newcomers to the podcast or people that I meet in person. They're like, oh, listen to your podcast. Oh, you've got 160 plus episodes. That's going to take a long time. And then you have to sort of explain to them, look, no, you don't need to go to episode 1 and you don't need to then listen to all of them. This is not, like a TV drama or something. You can just jump in wherever you want. Just treat it like a buffet. Go up to the table, have a look at what's on offer. And, if you see something that interests you or something that you might like or might help you, listen to that. Don't listen to everything. That's all I wanted to really update you on as far as the podcast goes. So Tailoring Talk will continue. I'm wanting to bring John and Alex in as official co-hosts. So they're not going to be on every single episode, but definitely the stuff that's more technology or pop culture, entertainment themed, obviously the James Bond stuff, they're going to be involved with. And then the three of us will obviously have our conversations offline, and we will hopefully we'll do some amazing fun stuff for you all over the coming weeks, months, and hopefully years. So that's a quick update on the podcast. The other thing that's changed is that if you're listening to the audio version, if you go into your podcast player and you go into the actual episode description, at the top there should be a link. I know this works in Apple Podcasts, so I've not checked it in Spotify or any of the others, but I assume it's the same. There's actually a link where you can click it. It says message the show or text the show. Click that, it generates a text message. You can actually text me directly. Amazing. It hides my real phone number, obviously. But yeah, it's a very quick and easy way. Rather than using the email, you can actually now just get in touch with a quick click, say what you want to say, ask me what you want to ask me, and I'll get all of those questions and comments delivered directly, which is both exciting and scary at the same time. So that's a quick sort of utility update there, something that Buzzsprout, our host, has kindly provided. So that's brilliant. Hopefully it makes communicating with the show a lot easier. What else do I need to update you on? I had an accident. So last Saturday, so I'm recording this on Friday the 21st of June 2024. Last Saturday I had an accident. I was training for the Chiltern 100, which is taking place this coming Sunday. And on my way back, I was very close to home, and an SUV that was being a little bit naughty, shall we say, came through a junction that I happened to be crossing and smacked me sideways, like straight into my left side, and sent me absolutely flying into the other side of the road. Long story short, it's at the point of impact I thought, this is it. But I'm here talking to you today, so there's the good news. And luckily, nothing's broken. Miraculously, I was hit by one of those big Mercedes SUVs, but nothing's broken. I've had so many X-rays down my left side over the last few days, and the NHS are very confused, bless them. They don't understand how I was hit by 3 tons of vehicle and nothing's broken. It must be all the tons of milk that I drank growing up made my bones very, very strong. But I do have extensive ligament damage in my left arm and wrist, which is causing all sorts of problems, because apparently there's a lot of ligaments and nerves in your wrist that control things that go on in your arm and your hand and your fingers. And because I've got some damage in there, it's affecting all of the stuff that I just mentioned. So I'm a bit one-handed at the moment, which means I can't cycle. I shouldn't really be driving or riding the Vespa. So it's public transport, and it's just making things difficult because I can't touch stuff. I can't put pressure on anything, so I can't do buttons off and things. I've been trying to see some clients for emergency weddings in the workroom this week, or, fittings that need to happen because their weddings are in the next couple of weeks. And they've been having to do it themselves, and I've been seeing them dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. Literally, I've got a pair of stretchy jeans that I don't need to do the button up on the waist. I just put them on, pull them up with my one good hand, and then I just throw a t-shirt over the top of my head. I'm still coordinated. My colours are still perfectly coordinated and linked. And I've had to get my trainers tied in such a way that I can just use a shoehorn just to get my feet in, so I don't have to do the laces up. So it's making all sorts of things challenging at the moment, and I want to, because I enjoy it, I want to create some more video content. I've got the studio almost set up at home. But yeah, this week has just been tiring, I think is probably the word. So there will be video content coming soon, but I just wanted to, I guess, share that with you just so that you know maybe why some of you that do ask me, oh, hey, there wasn't an episode last week, or you haven't posted any videos to Instagram for a little while, is everything okay? Well, that's what's going on. So I almost got killed. I live to tell the tale. I'm very, very grateful to the force, God, whatever your belief system is, for, blind luck that it wasn't more serious. But yeah, it's challenging. And then the last thing for this little episode, and I want to do more of these. I hope it's okay. Me just sort of sharing stuff with you. Some of you regular listeners may remember Wade Galt, the 3-day weekend entrepreneur, who was on the show a couple years ago. I think it's 2 years ago now. But the 3-day weekend entrepreneur, he is based in Florida. The 3-day weekend entrepreneur is exactly what it says on the tin. Wade's mission is to help people achieve and do everything they want to do, but in 4 days a week rather than having to work 5 days a week. Wade is in London. He's with his family for the first time ever. It's all centered around Taylor Swift because she's playing Wembley this weekend. So they're going to see Taylor Swift on Saturday night. And I'm literally just out with the dogs quickly, walking them before I need to jump on the train to go into town to meet Wade in real life, which I'm very, very excited about. He's one of the most generous, kind-hearted, smart, funny human beings that I've had the opportunity to meet and get to know, largely or solely because of the podcast. All the way from Florida, other side of the world, and we're suddenly going to get to shake hands and hug each other. I even made him a suit, but again, I've never met him. I made him a suit. We did it all remotely via Zoom and so on. I had his wife do the measuring for me while I instructed her. It fitted perfect. Doesn't fit perfect now because he's lost a ton of weight, but we're going to sort that out as well. So he's coming to the workroom. We're going to get him sorted and then go. I'm going to go show him what North London's really about. So yeah, there we go. Right, that's it for this one. See you on the next episode. I think by the time you hear this, the latest Bondathon will already be out. Die Another Day. If you haven't already heard it, go check it out. And please use that click the message, text the show link in the show notes. It's right at the top. If you're listening to this, give it a quick click, send me a message, even if you just say hi, just so I know it's working. And also, always, please share, subscribe, follow me on the YouTube channel as well. So it's youtube.com/@Tailoring Talk. And it'd be really lovely to see you over there in the comments and showing your love and support. Really, thank you so much. It's been just a wonderful ride so far, and thank you in advance for bearing with me as we go through this transitional period, but then really come out in full force, creating wonderful content for you all. Take care. See you on the next one.